Socialtext. Talk to me, Eric, about our guest, Eugene Lee, the CEO and founder, is going to Skype in just a moment. Talk to me about the company. Talk to me about what they do and what you want people to know about them.
Well, you need a company that tries to give not only advice, but tells you how to integrate social networks into your company, how to be able to use those networks, how to really be able to make it part of your business rather than this sort of add-on thing. And that's really, well, Gene can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's really what this company's about, and they've really been in the forefront of this, developing this integration of both external and internal communications.
Well, let's bring in Eugene Lee now, the president and CEO of Socialtext. Gene, welcome to CIO Insight and welcome to the Pulse Network.
Hi, thank you, and it's good to see you again, Eric.
Gene, good to see you. How did I do at describing your company?
I think you did pretty well. I think what I would add to what you've said is a lot of people are now understanding the power of and value of sharing through things like Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and so on. Sharing content about what's going on in their lives and connecting, reconnecting, or finding connections through their social network. What we do at Socialtext is to create software that runs securely inside of companies' networks to help companies' employees make the most use of the connections that they have, the connections that they ought to have, as well as the content and knowledge that's previously been trapped inside of all those people's heads.
If you were going to offer some advice to CIOs thinking about using products such as yours, but just thinking of this dispersed workforce and how to not just develop systems around it, but also make it useful and be able to make your ROI case with your senior managers, what would be some of the steps you'd advise for a CIO to take when they're looking at products and services such as yours?
Well, I think that's a great question, and it's actually a question that my sales team is trained to ask very early in a conversation with a potential customer. We would strongly prefer to work with customers who themselves have a senior business leader, first of all, partnered with IT. So instead of trying to do an end run around IT, to actually partner with it, because somebody's got to keep the lights on, keep it running, make sure it's secure, integrated with the corporate directory and corporate security. A senior business leader who can articulate what business problem they're trying to solve through the deployment of social software.
What's new? What's coming up? Maybe we could just close up the interview. We could talk a lot more, but give us a little insight into some of the new things that'll be coming from your company.
A big initiative for us over the last year has been to make what we call the social layer a reality. There are some vendors out there, traditional enterprise application vendors, who rightly, or understandably think that, well, social is just a feature, and I can just kind of add it to my application stack and let people kind of have my app tweet things and then have my users share knowledge, within that activity stream. We'll have silos of social users built on top of the captive silos of users around each of those applications. And breaking down silos is fundamentally the whole point of social software. So that trend makes no sense. It goes to an illogical conclusion. And so we argue that social needs to be a layer across the enterprise. It belongs as a layer directly in the enterprise architecture. And we have an offering that we produced called Socialtext Connect that enables IT organizations to connect their existing systems of record into the social stream.
Gene, great stuff. Really informative, really educational, fun to listen to. Thank you, my friend.
Okay, thank you, guys.